Watch him. Watch his hands. Watch his hands. Watch his hands. Watch those hands. Gun! Move back! Ryan! Move!
Okay, massive hemorrhage, amputated right leg. Back up light. Okay, our leg wound. Contact front!
Ryan! Move back! Cover up! Cover!
What stage of care are we in? What are we doing? Care under fire.
To the buzzer, wall sights, wall sights, wall sights. Reset, back on the wall. Reset, back on the wall. Move.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Grey Man Operations. Today we have a lot of content to get through. We're going to be talking about training. We're going to be talking about gear. These snake staff systems tourniquets are going to really change the game for everyday carry tourniquets. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to be technically answering an EDC Q&A. We're going to do a pocket dump. I'm going to give away a Nightcore BP23 backpack to one of my patrons. If you want to join on Patreon, it's the first link down below if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, it's the first comment. Next week on Patreon, I'm giving away a Holosun 407K. It's going down. I wanted to talk to you about how my personal training has changed over the past few years. In about the past 2.5 years, I've been on about 11 or 12 courses. And when I go to the range and do my own personal training, I've noticed an evolution. And so this video is about that. I run from concealment, I'm a civilian. So 99% of my training, I'm pushing from concealment. Okay, the first drill I do is a transition drill. I'm going to cut to that drill in a second and explain to you what goes through my mind when I'm doing it, but just know that I'm more focused on improvement than perfection. Okay guys, so I'm going to take you through my train of thought with regards to how I practice. So I'm letting my first 2 shots run and then talk about it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm pushing the speed here too much. I'm off target on both the nearer target on the left and the further target on the right. So I'm going to slow both down a bit to try to maximize my ability or my confidence that I'm definitely going to hit the target. Okay, so as you can see, I've gotten better, going just slightly slower. I'm still a bit out of the circle on my nearer target, but I'm very happy with what I'm producing on my further target. Okay, so my further target I'm satisfied with. I'm pretty much in the circle or on the circle, so I want to go faster on the further target and slow it down a bit on the nearer target, because you can see I'm still missing in that transition from further to nearer. And so as you can see, I went a bit faster on the further target and so I'm a bit off, but I slowed down on the nearer target and now it's putting me inside the circle, which I'm pleased with. Okay, and so there, as you can see, we're getting better on both. That is my 10 shots, and I do like to limit it to 10 or to add a bit of pressure to myself. But as you can see, I've now tightened up that nearer target group to where I'm hitting in the circle, and the further target, I'm just outside the circle. Remember, guys, these circles are no bigger than about the palm of your hand. Okay, so the reason I run that from cold start is because it gives me a lot of opportunity to work on my trigger control. If you don't have access to a range where you can have 2 separate targets, what I suggest you do is take your target that you have and make a big circle and a small circle. And then just transition and use your imagination that the small circle is further away. But you're kind of getting the gist, or should have the gist, of how I train. I push as fast as I can, and then I fail, and then I slow down a bit. And then once I succeed, I push a bit faster. And for the rest of the drills, you'll sort of see on my face. Michelle always says when she's filming me on a course or something like that, you can tell on my face when I have succeeded or not. Each drill I do is 10 shots, and I only load 10 shots into the mag. I found that if I fill up a mag, I will overshoot my drill. It's like you sometimes lose count of how much shots you fired. I run 10 shots per drill and I only load 10 rounds in the magazine. The next drill I do is 10 shots from concealment. One single shot going as fast as I can go until I'm inaccurate, and then I slow down a bit, and then I go as fast as I can go until I'm inaccurate again. The reason I do 10 of these is because this is where a conflict can often be won or lost. You know, a lot of people say being fast is fine, but being accurate is final. I kind of think both is very important, right? So I really want to drill down on the ability to get the first shot exactly where I want it, as quickly as I want it. The next drill is from concealment on a single target, just I'm doing 2 shots. And so now it's a mixture of the first drill with a bit of control, throttle control, right? So I'm shooting as fast as I can see my sights. And again, you can see by the look on my face, every once in a while, I go faster and I mess up, and then I go slower and then it's fine, then I go faster and I mess up again. That's where my learning comes in. I like to push beyond my capability to where I fail, and then just take it one step back and become comfortable again, and then push it beyond my capability again. The drill after that sort of combines everything with a bit of movement, with a one reload one. So the one reload one drill I like to run because you are doing as much with your firearm as you possibly can. You're drawing it, you're shooting it, you're dropping a mag, you're inserting a new mag, you're racking a slide, or you're getting the slide release, you're reacquiring and you're reshooting. And then I throw a bit of movement in there because it's my train of thought that if you ever have to do that, chances are you won't stand still while you're doing it. I also do that on a near far target situation where I transition to a target at a different distance, because chances are if you are going to be doing that, your target will have moved as well. So if I move to the left hand side, I'll shoot the further away target, or if I move to the right hand side, I'll shoot the near target, and then switch that up so that I'm never doing the same thing repeatedly. Now guys, that's 40 rounds. With the 10 rounds that's left, I will generally either do dominant or non-dominant hand shooting, or I will redo a drill that I thought I was particularly bad at on that particular day. And guys, I will say it's worthwhile being hard on yourself, right? Like, it's okay to fail. Just fail quickly, get it over with, get it done with, but try to be as good as you can possibly be. Fail, understand where you failed, but don't accept that is your standard. It's like my theory, it's like my theory of perfection. Listen, write this shit down. This is going to be a pearl of wisdom here right now. If we're talking about art, right, my theory on perfection is that perfection cannot be perceived by the creator of the piece of art. It can only be perceived by others viewing that created piece of art. The moment the artist thinks he's perfect is the very moment he will never be perceived as perfect by other people. Because perfection is a journey for the person trying to be perfect. Listen, I feel like I should patent that. That's your pearl of wisdom for today. Before we talk about snake staff systems, let's give away one of these backpacks. Okay guys, so by now you should know how this works. I'm going to take the names of all my active patrons. There are 107, so we are growing really well and you guys are freaking awesome. I'm going to paste that into my name randomizer, just backspace there. Randomize, so we've got 107 items on the list. Then I'm going to go back and copy the numbers 1 to 107 and paste that in my random wheel of names. So we'll copy that, paste that in there, paste, and if we scroll down, 107, just backspace that out of there. 107 entries, I'm going to shuffle it and then click to spin, and the winner of the corresponding number will win that Nightcore BP23. The third one of those are given away this month, and the winner is number 37, and number 37 is going to be Charlie, well, I'm not even going to attempt that. But so, Charlie, I'll reach out to you on Patreon and get your details. Well done to the winner of the Nightcore BP23. So, well done to that Patreon winner. I'll get your backpack. I'll get your details from you and your backpack off to you. Remember, guys, 47K red dot being given away next week, Sunday, on the channel. Guys, please go and give the folks over at Snake Staff Systems South Africa a follow. They've got a very new Instagram page. I'll leave it linked down below. They're going to be bringing in these EDC tourniquets, something that can fit inside the mag holder of pretty much any holster. And I'll show you more. Let's do the pocket dump and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so sorry about the sound changing. Belt, as always, is Core Essentials. Flashlight is Cloud Defensive MCH with Theorem Switchback. Firearm Glock 19 Aimpoint Acro Streamlight TLR1HL. I'm running the Snake Staff Systems, the bigger one of the two tourniquets. I'll actually show you something with this quickly. Inside of a Shinobi Kydex Katana 2.0, and then my knife is a Benchmade Griptilian with snaggletooth pocket opener clothing, or Urban Warrior, that's on my website. Check this. Let's just put this all safe. Some holsters, right, the spare mag carrier has this little area over here. The bigger of the two Snake Staff Systems tourniquets, the thicker, I think it's like a 1 inch or 1.5 or whatever it is, fits perfectly into there with, like, it's almost like it was designed for it, right? I'm telling you, these Snake Staff Systems tourniquets are going to be a hit. Give those guys a follow. Guys, that is it. I'm going to be doing a mail time this week because I've got an item of gear coming in that you guys have been wanting me to review for ages. So stay tuned for that. Probably Wednesday or Thursday that video is coming out. And then on the weekend is another gear review, as well as the Holosun 47K giveaway on Patreon. So join up on that if you want to get involved. That is it, guys. Have a good week. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.